This is one of the most agonizing parts of the drama because this is when Aya was already sent to a hospice for terminally ill patients with related symptoms. As we have seen in the first part of this video, she was already struggling with writing Japanese characters, but she did try her best not to skip her diary writing as this was the only proof, she said, that she was still alive. She was constantly visited by the people who loved her, particularly her family. Her mom was a prominent support system in her ordeal with her disease. Together with some people from her old school, they kept Aya updated with what used to be part of her life. You can also see here some members of her family hanging the laundry together just like in the old days. This is their support for Aya, because they want Aya to believe or to feel that it's just like the old days. Although 1 Liter of Tears was based on a true-to-life story of a girl with spinocerebellar degeneration, Aso Haruto was said to be a fictional character. Aya's family just wanted to have him there to provide a ray of sunshine to viewers of the TV drama. As you can see in every scene where he was seen, he always showed compassion and sympathy for Aya. He was an ideal boyfriend, a complete green flag. He always had something good done for Aya. In the scene that follows, Haruto brought with him a beautiful potted plant. In a Japanese superstition, you do not bring a sick person in a hospital or hospice a potted plant because it means you are wishing their sickness to take root in them. That's why Aya said, "A potted plant for me?" Somehow she was implying, "Seriously? Are you kidding me?" But I guess with the kind of flower Haruto gave her, he meant he still expected Aya to bloom or recover from her sickness. What's heart-wrenching in most of the scenes in the middle of the drama was Aya's family's undying support for her. Aside from constantly visiting her, they always made her laugh and treated her just like how she was treated before the disease. They bickered just like the old times. They showed her that even with their disease, it was still the same old family, that nothing should be worried about. Each of the sisters brought something for Aya. For Rika, it was her drawing of the red leaves she saw during their excursion. Aya was of course very happy about this, and she even told Rika that she had some talent. Their mom hung it near Aya's bed, and Ako also had something for her big sister. She showed her the certificate that showed she won some painting contest. And she said the painting that she painted or made will be displayed in their school. Aya was very happy with the news that her sisters gave her. However, she was also sad. So the family decided to bring back Aya again to her previous school so she could touch base once more with the peers she had bonded with before. As she watched her schoolmates doing their daily routine, she remembered her past, how she was before the disease. This was actually a bittersweet memory because we could all see here how happy she was before. They also brought Aya to their classroom where they used to practice their song, which was part of the soundtrack of the movie. So this actually one of my favorite songs. And here I remembered the time when she was the one conducting the class or guiding the class while singing this song. They also brought Aya to that part of the school where her sister's painting of their family was hung. If you remember, this was the one Ako was talking about when she presented the certificate that she won to her big sister Aya. So this was also a bittersweet memory. If you remember, this was the flower from the flower pot that Haruto gave her. The flower was already in bloom, and this signifies that despite what happened to her, there's still something to look forward to every morning. However, as she was trying to move here, was trying to get up, she has realized that indeed she could no longer walk because she's now having a hard time with basic movements that she used to take for granted. And here comes her mom, who was always there to support her. We can all see here that Aya was very depressed. In this particular scene, she had already realized that there wouldn't come a time when she would be able to use her legs for support, and that she would always be dependent on other people for supporting her to get up and to do little things like walking. Here we could see how depressed Aya was. She had come to realize that she will always be dependent on other people, that she could never use her feet again, not in the near future, not in forever. But her mom said, "Do not be sad because I am here. I am still strong enough to carry you on my back." And of course, here's her doctor, who was always supportive of them. But Aya could not be pacified. She was asking herself, what am I still living for? And here, the doctor was telling her parents that there is no possibility anymore about her recovering from the disease, and that her movement was already restricted. He also told them about the possibility that she could hurt herself by falling. This is one of those scenes that was difficult to watch because the father's reaction was really very realistic. This is outside Aya's hospital room, and this doctor was Haruto's father. And there goes Aya's mom. And Aya's father, I think, saw Haruto in the hospital and greeted Haruto. They talked for a while. They asked each other how was one another. And Aya's father told Haruto how he was very grateful for his support of Aya. Though he was a bit doubtful of Haruto's intention at the start of the drama when Aya introduced them to one another, at this point in the drama, he was just very grateful to Haruto. And I think Aya's dad realized that Haruto was really a keeper. This was also a very touching scene. I think I also shed a lot of tears in this scene. I was so touched by how a father could say this to a boyfriend. So Haruto's dad and Aya's mom had a stroll in the hospital, and Haruto's dad told Aya's mom about his son who died in an accident. I think this was told to the mom of Aya to make her feel better, that there were others who suffered just the same. But Aya's mom said that she feels like she was being useless for not being able to help her daughter. So Haruto's dad told her to simply enjoy each moment that she has with her daughter. I think this was the actual scene where he told Aya's mom about his eldest son who died in an accident. This scene was also heart-wrenching. This was the moment when Haruto's dad told Aya's mom that he didn't even have time to say goodbye to his eldest son when he passed away. So he told Aya's mom, "Do not have some regrets with your daughter. Please enjoy the moment with her while she is still alive." Here we could see her returning to Aya's room, and Aya here was just as usual, busy writing her diary. And Aya's mom told her, "Do not force yourself," because she could see how Aya was already having a hard time writing each character. Aya's mom here was telling her not to force herself to write because she saw how Aya was already struggling with even just a single Japanese character. But Aya reasoned out that if she doesn't write what was in her heart, she might forget about them when tomorrow comes, and she said that the diary is the only evidence she had that she's still alive. So this is also a very sad scene. I remember crying a lot in this particular scene. I really feel sorry for both of them. In this scene, we could all see that Aya is thanking her mom for the help that she was able to receive from her, especially with helping her find a reason to live on. And as her mom was watching her, we could all see that the mom was helpless because she knew there was nothing she could do for her daughter but accept her fate. I hope that I was able to explain these scenes for you guys, and thank you for watching.